Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big gain.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing, Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get Tim there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're going with Lindsay. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 21. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Jaguars 0.
First down, going to the air with Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Steelers' 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Love from the gun. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, yep. To almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
11 yards there, first down.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7 at the 43-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Jaguars.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
the shotgun. It's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Jacobs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working out of the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 6-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now from the 50. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, look at the juke. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love, they go play action now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. throw on third down. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Brings up second.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Mayfield down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Love now on second down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. The Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Complete to
a big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Operating from the gun, Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Love looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. One more time with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
21. Jaguars 19. Josh Lambo to kick
now
off.
The Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up